The United States has long been seen as the land of dreams. Driven by determination and hard work, keep pushing forward to achieve success. From its incredible cities to the daily hustle of its people, it's clear that America never seems to slow down. But is the so-called American dream still alive, or has it become a fading illusion? For millions, the reality tells a very different story. Poverty is rising fast, homelessness is exploding, and once thriving states are now on the edge of collapse. Reports show more than 36.8 million Americans live in poverty. Meanwhile, about 650,000 people are without shelter every night. A 12% jump in just 1 year. Crushing living costs, mass layoffs, and skyrocketing home prices are forcing thousands of families to leave their homes in search of hope elsewhere. But where can they even go? Which states are facing the fastest economic and social decline? And more importantly, could your state be safe from this growing crisis? In this video, we'll dive into the 10 most struggling states, revealing the surprising reasons behind their downfall and imagining what the future might look like if these trends continue. Starting off our list of the fastest declining states, let's talk about Alaska, a region known for its breathtaking landscapes. Though famous for its natural beauty, this area, separated from the U.S. mainland, is now facing serious economic and social struggles. Heavy reliance on fishing, tourism, and oil has led to a lack of job diversity, causing high unemployment rates. It's reported that nearly 10% of its people live below the poverty line, and the rising cost of living makes it hard for many to meet even basic needs. Almost everything has to be imported, which makes living in Alaska far more expensive than in other states. At the same time, more than 2,000 people are without homes. In the midst of extreme weather conditions, they live unhoused, mostly in Anchorage.
At that point, I was basically forced into homelessness because the fire department shuts off your heat and electricity.
Yes, Alaska's remote location leaves many residents stuck, with few real options to leave. In the end, if these economic and social issues continue, Alaska's future could grow even darker and more uncertain. Next, let's head over to Hawaii, a state located about 3,200 kilometers from the mainland. Behind its paradise-like image, Hawaii is actually facing serious economic challenges. The cost of living is extremely high, especially when it comes to housing, making it hard for middle-class residents to stay afloat. Even full-time workers often can't afford to rent or buy a home. In Honolulu, the state capital, rent prices are reported to be sky-high, as much as 218.5% above the national average. This has led to thousands of residents becoming homeless. Many are forced to live in their vehicles or tents, as property prices keep rising with no signs of slowing down. While tourism is booming, most workers earn low wages, pushing more locals to leave for more affordable states like Nevada and Texas. Without major changes in housing and economic policy, Hawaii risks losing even more of its local population. Much like Alaska and Hawaii, Louisiana, once a hub of industry and trade, is now facing a severe crisis. Known for its rich culture and history, the state is struggling, with about 18.9% of its population living below the poverty line. Yes, many residents face financial instability due to low wages and a serious lack of job opportunities. Meanwhile, homelessness is rapidly increasing in major cities like New Orleans and Baton Rouge, where thousands are forced to live in shelters or on the streets. On top of that, frequent natural disasters, such as hurricanes and floods, worsen the situation, leaving many families without homes or steady income. With a sharp decline in population, Louisiana is at risk of falling deeper into crisis if no real steps are taken to fix the economy and strengthen its social infrastructure. Moving to the Midwest, we have Illinois. Once a booming center for trade and manufacturing, the state is now experiencing a significant population exodus. In just 1 year, around 140,000 people left due to several major issues, ranging from high taxes and expensive living costs to ongoing economic instability. In Chicago, over 65,000 people are living without housing, while rent prices continue to climb. Many large companies have relocated to states with lower taxes like Texas and Florida. If Illinois doesn't implement more resident and business-friendly economic policies soon, the state may continue to lose both its people and major investments. As one of America's major industrial states, Pennsylvania isn't immune to the threat of collapse. The decline of the coal and manufacturing sectors has wiped out many jobs, while rising living costs are making it harder for people to meet basic needs. If that sounds vague, these numbers might paint a clearer picture. In major cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, poverty levels are high, with up to 23% of residents living below the poverty line. Almost like a national epidemic, homelessness is rising due to a lack of affordable housing. With high property taxes, Pennsylvania is becoming harder to afford for working-class families. And yes, without solid policy changes, the population decline is likely to continue.
I think it's quite an experience for me that will be good in the long run because...
Now let's turn to West Virginia, a hidden gem tucked between the American South and the Mid-Atlantic. Once a major hub for the coal industry, the state is slowly fading. With demand for coal dropping, more than 40% of jobs in that sector have disappeared over the past decade, leaving many residents without work. Today, nearly 16.7% of West Virginians live below the poverty line, making it one of the poorest states in the country. Many people struggle to access basic needs like food, housing, and medical care. With fewer job opportunities and low wages, many young residents are leaving the state, causing the population to age and the economy to grow even weaker. Next is Maryland, often called the Old Line State, known for its deep history, stunning coastal views, and growing cities like Baltimore. But beneath its prestige, Maryland faces serious social and economic challenges. Baltimore, one of its largest cities, struggles with high crime rates, rising homelessness, and a wide economic gap. According to 2023 data, over 553,000 Maryland residents, or 9.5%, live below the poverty line, while living costs, especially housing, keep going up. In some areas, the average rent can exceed $1,800 per month, leaving thousands forced to stay in shelters or sleep on the streets. Despite being near the nation's center of power, many Marylanders feel left behind, trapped in an economy that no longer works for them. Yes, if this trend continues, Maryland could become a state only the wealthy can afford, while everyone else gets pushed out of their own communities. Last on the list is Nevada, and this one might come as a surprise. But stick with us before jumping to conclusions. Known as the land of casinos and non-stop entertainment, Nevada hides a harsh reality behind the bright lights of Las Vegas. Despite drawing in millions of tourists every year, many locals face an economy that's anything but glamorous. Soaring living costs, housing spikes, and stagnant wages have created an even wider gap. In Las Vegas, for example, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment now exceeds $1,500 per month, while home prices have jumped a staggering 217% in recent years. making homeownership feel like a dream slipping further away. It's no wonder homelessness in Nevada is on the rise, with thousands forced to live in tents, cars, or hidden tunnels beneath the city. Reports show that more than 14,000 people in Nevada are without permanent housing, with Las Vegas ranking among the cities with the highest homelessness rates in America. Tourism may be the backbone of the state's economy, but it doesn't provide stability for local workers. Most jobs in the industry offer low pay and little security. With more residents getting pushed out, Nevada faces a huge challenge to build a future that isn't just tourist-driven, but one that truly supports those who call it home.